big on lines. Hello, de nada.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. Simpson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's ninth. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, it's Knight. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Simpson. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punter, Johnston, now, as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Operating from the gun, Simpson. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. That's caught out wide by Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Off the play fake. Simpson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, Friedman. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the left side. Friedman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Simpson. Addison hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On the option, they'll go with Knight. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Knight on the handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run with Knight. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. This is Knight. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There's Cooks in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. A give running left, McAllister. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Another run with McAllister. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Simpson. This one brought in by Jefferson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Simpson. And he is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cooks will come in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Simpson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. A handoff to McAllister. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simpson, complete. Jefferson the target. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 2nd down now, Friedman. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's in.
To that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Simpson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Simpson. Pass complete to Addison. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half,
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Quickly to Addison here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Running right, here's McAllister. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. On the give, McAllister with it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Off the bootleg. Simpson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, Friedman. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Burrow. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you was...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Miles Murphy in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Chase, the motion man right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Without the coverage with position, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Simpson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. This is McAllister. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen,
That's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw.
Simpson.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On the carry, it's McAllister.
Now the stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Off play action. Simpson. He gets it to Cooks.
Down inside the 10.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a toss out wide to McAllister. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. Simpson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 10 yards out. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point from McManus is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.